Yeah, what's up, everyone? Welcome back to Global Go Pause. And today we are going to talk about the transfer market so far. The season will be starting in 2 weeks' time, and a lot of stuff is going on the transfer market. And today I have Danny and Steven, not online, but he's back. He's back. Finally, yeah. Yes, and yeah. So stay tuned. We have a lot coming your way. All right, guys. So now we are going to move to the next topic, where we're going to discuss expected transfers. So the ones we already did were completed transfers, and now we'll start with Vinícius Jr. Um, to Arsenal. Like, a lot of people have been talking about Vini to Arsenal, and what do you think about this move? Will it happen, or
I think this Vini to Arsenal has now become a political move. It's a sensitive transfer. It's a battle for power. Vini and his camp, Rock Nation, Jay-Z's camp, they do not want the biggest player in their camp to be, a second fiddle to a top guy. They want the best player in their camp to be the face of the club. They don't want him to be second to someone. And so what is playing out there is just power play. That's just what I see. And Vini had wanted to capitalize on the World Cup to advance his transfer conversations. Unfortunately, didn't go the way he wanted. And now he wants 30 million euros annually. Real are prepared to give him 20, I am told. And I don't see an end to that conversation. And Real might want to give him 20, but will not be able to. The reason they won't be able to give him, once you push Vini to 20, the next, the next negotiation, what's her name? The other English guy, Jude pushes to 30, and now you disturb the wage bill. Now all the guys will now push to go past 25, and you disturb the wage bill. And so what I see is that Real are going to be disciplined. They are going to stand at 20. They are not going to move. And the reason why Mbappe, I believe, got the 30 was because he moved in free. And so they were able to spread his transfer fee over, the term of his. And so I don't see an end to that conversation. And Arsenal have signaled, they have indicated that they are able to pay £400,000 a week for him. And they are prepared to make him the face of the club. And I mean, Vini moves into Arsenal, come on, he slots in and he's there. He has a place in that club. He has a place on the field. And he will make significant contributions. And so I would wait to see how it plays out. But I don't see an end to... I see an end to Vini and Real Madrid, because I don't see how Rock Nation would succumb to the 20 million. And I don't see how Real Madrid would succumb to the 30 million. So we'll wait to see what happens.
I'm interested in that. What do you think, Danny?
Yeah, so for this deal, so if you ask the player himself, so if he wants to stay at Real or go to Arsenal, I'm sure he will choose Real, like most of the players do. So the issue is with the pay, and he's comparing himself to Mbappe, because they are obviously the two, in terms of stardom, these two are almost at the same level. So if you are giving Mbappe 30 million euros per year, and you want to give me 20 million euros per year, so there's a huge gap between. But I get it, because Mbappe came on a free. So the fee that Real will ideally pay to PSG for him, so they had to add all those money to his wage, and that's why he's that high. So if you give him close to that amount, as Steve said, you have all the other players also actually come in with so you come to the table that you should improve their wage almost close to that of Vini. But I think they'll find a way out of this. I still think he will stay at Real. I think they will improve the bid. I think probably maybe close to 24 to 25 million euros per year. I still think he's going to stay. So in terms of stay, So I'm tilting more to him staying as compared to him leaving to Arsenal. For Arsenal, so there are two key areas that they have issues with, and one is the left. So they need a player there, and at first they were going for Morgan Rogers, but they decided not to do that though because of the price that what I thought you mentioned. So now the only option is Vini. So that's why they decided to go all out for this deal. So they are going to give him a huge pay. They are going to give him a huge cut of his image rights, and all this, so that it will be able to entice him so that he'll be able to join us now. But as I earlier said, in terms of him staying or him leaving, I'm tilting to him staying at Real as compared to him leaving to us.
But what would be a good, if you were Vini, what do you think is the best move?
No, I think Vini, like Danny said, I think Vini himself, he has it in him to stay. Vini he loves Real Madrid. He's showed it. He's played with all the big guys. He served them. This is his time. It's just unfortunate that just when it was time for him to play the big boy, he got a competitor. It's just unfortunate. But he has it in him to stay. And like Danny said, I will not be surprised if he stays. But again, he is being managed by Rock Nation. And the way that I see things, the final decision might go slightly past him. Of course, his desire will come to play, but the final decision might, that's why I initially called it a political, conversation, because Rock Nation might want their biggest player to go and be the face of. As a Liverpool fan, I would hope and pray he stays, because if Vini stays, it helps my argument. If Vini stays, he fights in front with Mbappe. There's some slight, instability up there, and it helps me,
So the issue I have with this, him being, so it's good for you to be like the star player of a team, but if you're a star player or you are almost a star player at Real, it's different from you being a star player at Arsenal. So Real is that club. It's the biggest club in the world. So if you are a star player there, in terms of your image and everything, it's very high. And for a player where he comes from and everything, if you play for Real, it's a bigger deal as compared to you going to the EPL and playing for Arsenal. Even in the EPL, there are teams that are, in terms of their image and everything, they are a bit higher as compared to Arsenal. So that's why I think he will try as much as possible to stay at Real. But if you're a star player for Arsenal, it's good and everything, but in terms of your image, that Arsenal, should no disrespect, but Arsenal is a team that has not won the Champions League before. So if you're a big player in Arsenal or at Arsenal, it's a big deal, but it's not too much of a big deal. Yeah, so that's why I think he'll try and stay at Real. Because if you leave Real, the next step is always down. Apart from where we are not going up, from Real, we are just coming down. So that's the reason why.
Cool. Well, we'll wait and see what happens. So the next on the list is Barcola to Liverpool.
We are back to
let me start with Danny first.
Okay.
What do you think about this transfer?
In fact, they need like two wingers, one on the left and one on the right. So they are going, but their star player left after this. So Mo Salah left. So they need the player on the right. They are going for Barcola, who, even though he can play on the right, but the ideal place that he likes to play a lot is the left. So one, he's a good buy. He's quick and everything. Obviously, he's not like a good threat because as for him, he can miss like open point and everything. So that's the only issue I have with Barcola. His finishing is terrible. Not like even average, it's terrible. So that's the only issue I have with Barcola. But apart from that, in terms of quality and everything, is a top winger. And all the players on the wings who are like out there available on the market, probably I'll say he's probably like number one or number two out there. So it's a good buy for Liverpool. But I still think they need, even after I still think they need another player on the right to help their team a lot. But if they're able to get him, it's a good buy. The thing or the issue that they will have or they're having is the amount. So the amount that PSG is quoting is very high. And they know that Liverpool are desperate for that player or a player of that stature. So the amount that they will have to pay for him, I can assure you, will be very high. So we'll be looking at something within a range of 115 to 120 million pounds for him, and it's high. But as I earlier said, it's because of the markets that we have now. So of course, Liverpool have to pay that. Like lastly, the Isaac deal, go, come, just relax and everything. In my view, they will have to pay and get their player early for him to start training and everything. If they wait for the season to start and do the late deal, it's going to affect them like the way they did with Isaac last season.
Let's go to Steven.
I'll take 2 steps back. I think over the last 2 transfer seasons, Liverpool have not done great business at all. Last season, we had by far the worst, transfer season over the last decade. By far, by a distance, because all our signings, none of our signings really was outstanding last season. None of them was outstanding, except for
Ekitike.
I mean, except for Ekitike who got injured. But I mean, apart from Ekitike, none of them was outstanding. And so the Barcola move, like Danny said, I would have loved for Liverpool to. Initially, we wanted to sign Mikel Olise, which would have been great.
Not get Olise.
But we should have.
Even Rowe is not getting Olise.
No, we should have gone to knock. We should have at least gone to inquire of the player. We should have made our intentions clear.
There was no Olise was leaving Bayern.
No, present a project to the guy. Allow the guy to ponder over the project and make the decision. If you understand, Barcola is an exceptional player. Well, he's a great player, not exceptional. He's a good player. My problem with him, like Danny said, is that if you give Barcola 5 chances, he probably buries 2 and he misses the 3. That's a big problem. And the player he will be replacing, hopefully, will be Mohamed Salah, who over the last 5, 7, 8 years has been the talisman. The last 8 years has been the talisman. By far the greatest African player to play in the English Premier League. By far. And so if you are replacing a player like this and your finishing is not that good, then we see. And we all don't know what's happening on the transfer market. I don't know the mechanism that was used to arrive at £120,000 for Bradley Barcola. I don't know, but that's where we find ourselves. The club would have to go and pay. If I sat in the office of Michael Edwards, I'd pay the price today and go for him, because the more you delay, it hurts the team. You need a player to go for preseason. You need him to bond with the other players. He played a game yesterday with Leeds. It wasn't a great game. It wasn't a great game. And I am beginning to see the loopholes, and I hope that we will not end at Bradley Barcola. I think we need about 3 more signings. Including Bradley Barcola, we need about 3. Left wing, right wing, even in the middle, we would need one person to free Florian Wirtz so he can be who he is, and do what he does best.
Yeah, so another expected player is Bruno Guimarães to Arsenal. What do you think about this?
In fact, that's the player that I'm a bit scared if Arsenal get like that. So it's going to improve their team a lot. He's a player, so he's a bit old now, but he's very experienced. He's very strong in terms of grit and everything hard. So if you pair that player with Rice in the middle of the pitch, it's going to be a huge problem for a lot of teams. He's the kind of player who I think is going to improve their team a lot. So in the middle they have Rice and Zubimendi, who I think probably for the last 2 months of the season, I think he had lost a lot of energy and everything, so it wasn't like up there. But if you add Bruno to that team in the middle of the pitch for this Arsenal team and their defense, it's going to be a huge problem for us. As I'm talking as a Chelsea fan, and I'm sure for him too as a Liverpool fan. So for that I know for sure is going to happen. It's going to happen between maybe close to £80 million. Probably by the end of this week, it should be done. And if that deal is done, then again, I'll put Arsenal as the top club to win the EPL this upcoming season. So that deal is a deal that I'm a bit scared of. But I know Bruno is a very, very good player. Very, very good player.
What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I think yesterday I was in my head ranking the signings so far, and apart from Kukurela, the signing that I put on top was Bruno Guimarães to Arsenal. Since Thomas Partey left, Arsenal are yet to. They have not. We have not seen. They have not felt the absence of Thomas Partey so much, but in some ways they have seen that if they find a perfect replacement for Thomas, it adds something to their team. It adds a layer of flair to their team, and so Bruno coming it brings stability to the middle. It unleashes Rice. It allows him to do what he does best. I think Bruno to Arsenal, if they are able to, lock the deal in, then they are down for one of the best signings of the summer. And they complete their team, especially if Arsenal are able to complete Bruno Guimarães and complete Vini. Then they are going all the way again like they did last season. I would say. I hope they don't, but if they do, that's wild.
The thing with Bruno also is that even though he's a bit strong and off the ball is very good, but also on the ball he's a very, very good player. So that's why I'm a bit scared for the other teams if Arsenal are able to grab Bruno Guimarães.
One trait that Bruno has that I have observed is his discipline. He's one very disciplined player. It's difficult for you to dispossess him of the ball. If he has the ball, his passes are good. If he decides to hold on, and he can dictate pace. That's one thing. He dictates the pace. He, not the level of Sergio Busquets, but when he gets the ball, he's the guy that will dictate the pace. He gives you, he calms the team down, and he's able to, do all the on and off the ball. He is a good player. So, I mean, great signing for Arsenal if they are able to lock it in.
Wow. Let's talk about the last expected transfer, and this is about Real Madrid. So they have Rodri to Madrid and Diomande to Madrid. Do you think this deal will really be successful?
Diomande's deal is already signed. I mean,
he was almost signed.
I think it was actually signed last. It was at the final stages until his former agent, raised some legal issues, and so they are fighting legal battles there. Hopefully, and I'm sure they will come to a fine conclusion, and Jan would be. We're hoping that by the beginning of this week he would already be in Spain. He'll be in Madrid, complete his medicals, and join his new team. I am excited for the player, Ivorian player. His story is very touching. He started, playing soccer. His only sister, who believed in him, died along the way.
Food poison.
Through food poison. He only had a dream, and so for him to, and you see, stories like Diomande's story are the reason why we love soccer. It's soccer is able to, or football is able to pick a story. I mean, it's able to pick someone of no value, who has no dream. And is able to bring them through all the difficulties and changing scenes of life and present them to the very top. Diomande talks about how he went for several trials in Europe and failed and almost gave up. A lot of clubs gave up on him. They would not give him a dog chance. And that same player today is being bought for over 100 million. And so that inspires and encourages us that if someone doesn't believe in you, it does not mean you are not good enough. And so for me, I am excited for Diomande for one reason. One, he's a really good player. I mean, on the ball, his skills are superb. He's great. But beyond that, his signing presents all of us with some life inspiration, where he started from, how he almost gave up, and how far he has come. It's only a message to whoever is watching today, that if someone doesn't believe in you, no matter how many people don't believe in you, no matter how many people decide not to believe in you, it is by far not an indication that you are not good enough. Maybe your time is just not up yet, and his time is up, Today he has been signed for 100 million. He's the talk of the day. He's going to arguably one of the biggest clubs in the world, Real Madrid.
The biggest.
You know, one of the biggest clubs after Liverpool. And so
that is inspirational though. But what does he bring to the team? Do you think he's someone to replace Vini, or in case Vini should leave?
Again, I think Perez is beginning to prepare if Vini decides to leave. I don't think he's Vini's replacement, direct replacement. He provides an option. Real Madrid are going into a season where a very crucial season. They haven't been on the top for the last 2 seasons, like I earlier said. They don't stay down for too long. And so they want fresh legs, fresh ideas, fresh options. And so if you have watched Jan, he plays through the left. He is able to also play in the middle, I mean, towards this area. And so I think it's a great sign. And I just hope that my African brother is able to go through the legal issues and get to his new club. And
so the next player to Real Madrid was Rodri. What do you think about this?
I mean, Rodri signing, but I don't think Perez really wants to sanction that signing. Perez is not super impressed with Rodri.
Not impressed, enthused about that.
I mean, I think Rodri is not his kind of player. And
he was the best player of the World Cup though.
No, it really doesn't. It really does. Perez has a way of doing his things. He likes things his way. Unfortunately, Rodri is not his player, and Rodri has put it out that he wants to move. They are pushing for a City, exploring all options to keep him. At the end of the day, I think Rodri will stay at City for one more season. That's what I see happening, because even though the manager and the other handlers are trying to convince Perez to sanction the deal, I don't think Perez is super enthused with him. And so
if he doesn't move, I don't think he will ever move to Madrid, because
but if he doesn't go this season, then the ship would have sailed. I mean,
in fact, if he doesn't move this season, it's very likely he moves next season, because he will be free.
He'll be free.
No,
but again,
and for some time now, I've been known for going for free transfers.
No, but Danny, if you listen to the posture of Perez, Florentino, he doesn't really.
Okay, I think he's a bit reluctant to do that though, because of the issues about the Rodri and Vini and so remember, like 2 years ago, the whole Ballon d'Or issues. But for him as a player, he would, for the club that he would like to play for is Real Madrid, and he's made that open to almost everyone around him. The club that he would ideally like to play for is Real, and that's the reason why there are some moves. Even though, because if this player says he's going to play for any other club, all the other clubs will be rushing to sign him. But don't Florentino, so he's a bit reluctant to do this deal because of all the side issues and stuff. But in terms of the actual ball play and everything, he's the best DM around. Even after the ACL injury and everything, he's still the best DM around. And so I don't know why Real and Don Florentino is a bit reluctant to do that deal. Because for him as a player, he's top quality.
Wow.
And for so let me get down to the Diomande one. So young Diomande is young and everything. In fact, he's had probably just one good season in Germany. And that's the reason why almost all these clubs after him. He's a player who can play on the left, but in fact, he said it openly that the actual place that he prefers to play is the right. And that's where Real have an issue. So that's why they were trying to sign Ulisse from Bayern and stuff. But in terms of the attack, the place that they do have a lot of issues is the right. So for him coming in, I don't think he's going to be a replacement for any player who's going to leave with this Vini. But he's going to, in fact, the main place he's going to play is on the right. Because Real, over the years, they've had all these players. They've had their main captain Valverde play on the right, and he's not a right winger. So I think that's a place that they need to solve or resolve, and that's the reason why they're going for Yan Diomande to play that position. For the fee and everything, as I said, He's had only one season, but he's going for this huge price. It's a transfer season and market. So for any good winger, the asking price at the start, obviously 100 million euros, 100 million euros, 100 million pounds. That's the starting before it goes up or it comes down. So it's a good deal for Real Madrid. So he's a good player, but he's not that experienced. So you get some games where he will not be able to do. Even the World Cup, we saw it. There are some times where he's very good, and there are some times for like 15, 20 minutes you cannot see him in the game. So real fans should expect that. It's not like a player who will be involved in games throughout the whole 90 minutes. There are times where he will be in the game. There are some times where he will be out of the game. So that's what I have to say about Diomande.
Wow, that was an interesting discussion. Yeah, so this is the end of this video. Let us know what you think about all the stuff we talked about in the comment section. The ones you agree with us, the ones you do not agree. Let us know your thoughts in the comment section. And yeah, we will see you in the next video.
Tari, before we will wrap it up. I mean, we want our viewers to stay tuned. Going into the season, we will serve them some really good post-match conversations. And so, if you have not subscribed, after each weekend will come your way. If you have not subscribed to Global Goal Pulse, do us the favor. Tap on the subscribe button and tap on the bell so that you get our content. We appreciate your time watching us every time. Stay tuned this season. We have a lot coming.
Thanks for that. You said that very well. And yeah, we appreciate your support so far. We have been receiving some feedbacks, and it's good. That tells you where we are going. We have a vision, and this coming season we are going to be on your screens every weekend. To bring you the post-match discussions, and we are really going to feel the pulse. So stay tuned, and we will see you in the next video. If you have not subscribed yet, kindly do us a favor. Please hit the subscribe button and like this video, share so others can also enjoy. Global Goal Pulse. You have to say, feel the pulse.
Let's go.